Hey everyone, good to see you. So my name is Clemens. I'm CPO at Bioprotocol, and I'm joined today here by Diana Dia. Thanks so much for joining. Maybe a little bit of background to you. You've been working for Binance and BNB for a long time now. You led the Binance
live stream and then Binance feed, what we so-called Binance Square right now, and also the Binance affiliate. And then I've been at Chain for more than 2 years. And I'm the head of SWAT for DeSci.
Awesome. I think your experience in the Binance and BNB ecosystem probably rivals almost no one, having seen how the whole community there and the people have been growing. I just recently read, actually, this morning I checked the numbers. The BNB chain itself is actually one of the chains that has most users across all chains. I think daily active users of 4 million. And then I think 2 days ago, CZO also tweeted that now Binance has 300 million users on the platform. So like, yeah, maybe you can share a little bit about the community there.
Yeah, so I think for this year, I think for most of the years, we are trying to be the most be the chain with the most daily active users. But this year we have existed not only on the daily active users, but also the trading volumes and also the TVL, and especially on RWA. So the RWA TVL this year of BNB Chain has exceeded more than 1 billion, just the RWA TVL. And I think also prediction market is happening a lot on BNB Chain. Lots of builders are building related feature product. And yeah, I think that, and also AI actually. So AI has lately, so AI, they usually have the most innovation, because I think when it comes to DeFi, when it comes to RWA, it's more about institution and fund flow and tokenomics, those kind of things. But when it comes to AI, it can be real innovation. We have projects that are working with OpenAI that they're building on BNB Chain. And then I think we are still at a very early stage of AI technology, because right now AI mostly is AI agent launch a token related with the agent, and it's just still if we look at the whole launchpad, it's basically still Ouroboros. But when AI technology that agents can interact with agents, I believe lots of scientists are using AI to support your science technology, and I think lots of things can happen.
So we'll basically bridge to DeSci in a sec. We've heard amazing talks around the science today already. The infrastructure of blockchain is basically carrying the promise of the democratization of the data assets, of the IP assets, of people to collaborate together on scientific innovation. Now, just coming back to the BNB communities and the people that are there, how currently is the splitting between, let's say, like its presence in Asian markets and the Western markets? Because I think from our perspective from Europe, it's been extremely dominant and has a huge presence in the Philippines and Vietnam, in a lot of these Southeast Asian places. And I think that's very important for when you're looking for nascent communities that want to develop their own things.
Yeah, I think not only the communities that is related with Asia region, we actually have users globally. However, if we think about bioscience, I do think with the strong communities in Asia, it's because why it's important is because there are actually certain disease. I think it happens only in certain region. It might be agriculture related, like for example, Inner Mongolian. Correct me if I'm wrong, scientists. I think in Inner Mongolian, because the mountains are really high, so it's usually very cold, and the people, they grew very tall. So and they don't have much vegetables to eat. Most of the time they eat meat, so high protein, and then most of the time they eat very salty food. So it causes their bones easy to have problems. And so actually, I think I did some research, like in China, the Inner Mongolian has very good technology in solving bone problems. So we might think like originally, oh, this region may cause some issues, but actually from the other hand, this region might be good at solving this issue. And also in those humidity regions or dry regions like Middle East, like in the desert, I think people are very good at solving the skin related problems. I was actually in Oman, Kasab, for a few days, and then my hands are usually dry. They're like continuously dry, so I have to continuously put like hand cream on my hands. So I think if there's a region that they have the related disease, so it might be also this region have most likely to have the way of solving these problems. And with design, I think maybe we can help to spread it out, like a niche disease can be solved, and the treatment can spread globally.
I think you're alluding to something there that is extremely important, and that is that people try to solve their own problems where they are. So that might be health issues because of certain environmental conditions, but it might also be expertise that has been growing through like thousands of years through traditions, where people have noticed that a certain way of treating something in a certain area can yield huge results. And I think untapping this knowledge, untapping also the like tapping into these problems and solving them where they are, that's something where DeSci could help, right? And so maybe now bridging like with the huge footprint that the BNB chain has to the users in these regions, I think there's an opportunity for a lot of funding of like community-led research to happen in this area. Have you seen something already being done in this?
Well, we've seen that one of the project that I believe Bio is already in touch with. They're doing like human genetic tests. So they're backed by like the genetic test companies, and then what they are going to do is to create a human layer. So maybe then we can find out. Maybe with some AI agents doing the research upon this human layer, then they can find out like some diseases are related with some genes that human has never found the relation, but AI could find a relation. So that's very important because through blockchain, we can allow AI agent to do the research, lots of research, very efficient, and at the same time to keep the privacy of the patient's or user's information. So I think this is very important that the efficiency and the privacy can happen at the same time with blockchain technology and science.
Cool. So maybe let's touch a little bit here on the tech. I think we have seen a huge push for like ZK knowledge tech, but at the end, AI agents will be awake 24/7. They will be, if prompted correctly, might be working for us continuously on different projects, whole agent swarms. How do you see BNB actually continue supporting this endeavor? Because we will be running into infrastructure problems pretty quickly if we're building this out.
Yeah, this is exactly what we are doing. We haven't announced this, but we are actually building something really new, infrastructure-wise. So we want to increase the fundamental throughput frequency with no compensation on the gas. So we're building this new fundamental technology to support BNB chain. It's going to be connected with BNB chain and Greenfield and all of the one BNB chain we have right now. So no worries if you're currently a builder on BNB chain. It's just going to enhance the technology. This is one thing so that we can support the nonstop 24/7 AI execution on chain. I think this is from the technology side. And there's also one thing I actually want to mention is about the fund flow. Like everybody knows like DeSci is for fund, for science, but why? Actually, I have my personal point of view is because I don't know if you ever have heard of movie. It's a Chinese movie. It's called I'm Not the God of Medicine, but it's a very niche disease. There is actually the medicine. It's not that niche, and then the medicine made sold by the government is very extremely expensive that the patients and their family couldn't afford. So they actually there's a smuggler. He smuggled it from India because Indian people somehow found a way to figure out the ingredient, and then it's not regulated at all. So it solved the disease, but it's not regulated, and you have to smuggle it in. So the smuggler, yeah, so the smuggler did it for money, but but then the police are very strict with trying to find a smuggler, so they stopped. But however, at this point, the patients are begging them to smuggle the medicine because it's not about earning money right now. It's about saving lives. So I was trying to think, do you trust the government?
Do you trust the government with our health is an important question, I think.
I trust them now, but I don't know if I can trust them forever because things are changing. I'm not against any government. I'm just saying that can you trust human nature, right? So I trust them now because the resource is enough, kind of enough right now. But if one day the resource is not enough, who controls the science? Who controls the life? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think even if we assume a benevolent government that is trying to eradicate the largest diseases for everyone, there will be nascent communities, like small communities that have certain problems that will just be ignored because they're not assumed to be the most important ones, because governments also have only a limited amount of resources, and they will need to focus on something that touches on most people. And so I think rare diseases being one example, touches maybe just a small amount of humans, but they're willing to go all the way to figure out a solution to their problems, right? And so coming back to, I think, these communities, this is where I think we need to support them finding a solution. Maybe they already have one, it just needs to be scientifically validated, and then actually funding the products to come to market, right?
Yes, I agree with you because at the big, I do agree with those big corporations that they have take the risk, they have to spend a lot of money to do a lot of experiments, so then they came up with the medicine, but so they have the right to decide how much they want to sell, but who gave them the fund at the very beginning, right? So to those who are against this, I would think science should belong to everyone. Maybe after a few decades, everyone born with another level of science tech knowledge that we do right now.
Thank you so much. Maybe a last word to everyone building in the space. Why should they be building on BNB right now, and what is coming that you're excited about?
Okay, so first, why should people build on BNB? Is because we are taking the responsibility. We are playing our role very hard so that we provide the most highest frequency, the throughput, and we're trying to give the lowest gas fee at the same time to provide you the infrastructure that you can build your product very efficiently. And the second time is we respond very fast. So yeah, I believe on the way of building your product, you need to pivot a few times. Even if you have a BP at the very beginning, you never follow the BP. You have to change, you have to find your position, and you need suggestions, you need help, you need support, and we are always here. Yeah, we grow with you. Let's build together.
Thank you so much, Zian.
Thank you.